Hello everyone and welcome to Hardcore episode 5. We are back at my base. I'm liking it. I think the moss texturing works a lot better than what I had going on. Between episodes I've done a little bit of work in here. I put a border up there and some barrels up here. I even added these so I could quickly, either as I'm leaving or as I come in, I can just grab something. You know, if my armor's just broke or if I need a new tool. I don't know how much I'm going to use that or how useful that will be, but a little bit of decoration kind of as well. Nothing's in these barrels at the minute. I don't know what I'm going to put in them, but I thought this divider was nice to sort of section off the area. I have done nothing up here, so I'm probably going to look at that this episode. And yeah, down here we kind of ignore this. It's a bit messy. Hi, hello. I also still have an allay. I want to duplicate it, but I don't have any amethyst, and I don't know where a geode is, so not possible. What we will have to do is some resource gathering, because I'm lacking in wood, and I would like to have some wood. I think stone and everything's fine. I think I have enough moss for now. What are you doing? I had it sort of tied up here, but it kept flying down here into the basement. And we can't have that. What? There you are. Thought I'd just gone blind. Hello? Up? Uppies? No. Oh, for goodness sake. I can do this. Why do I have 0 oak wood? Why do you want the one thing I don't have? I spent it all on trapdoors. Come up here. Hello? Help me, please. Okay. I'm just gonna put that there for now. This is fine. I don't want it free range because it'll keep following me everywhere. I think mossing up this bit. I've been looking at this section a lot because I sort of tend to stand here and look at my base, and just sort of off to the side I just see that little indent. I'm not happy with it. Something feels off, but I don't know what. I'm kind of picking at it a little bit every now and again. Obviously this is a hardcore episode, I'm going to work on some terrain. Duh. I've been doing that every single episode, I swear. This part of my terrain, I shaped out this part, but I need to texture this and then continue this. This part, not so bad. This part, it doesn't feel smooth between that part and that part. It's not very smooth, so I might work on this lump and just sort of mark it out. This one's going to be way less mossy. Isn't that an exciting menu for this episode? Decorating the interior of my house, texturing terrain, and also checking on my iron farm. That needs to happen. I need to see what my villagers are doing over there. We're going to start this episode with planting trees. Yeah, these trees aren't going to grow, but I'm going to plant them. But they are going to grow, but they're not going to grow very quickly. So a couple there. This ledge is kind of almost too thin for this. I think that one might be even worse. You know, you'd think with all these platforms I'd be able to do stuff on them. Nope. There we go. The trees have been planted. I think the first thing we're going to do now that we planted those trees is check on my iron farm, because I kind of left it. Might bring them some food. I just want to see if the villagers have grown, and if they have, are they actually doing what they're supposed to be doing? I see heads. That's a good. hang on a minute, that's a golem, and that is not dying. Oh dear. Well, phase 1 of spawning. Ah. Okay. Now, knockback doesn't really work on them. How? No, I don't want to pour water down it, because then that will ruin my campfires. What does one do with you now? I don't believe it. I don't have a flint and steel on me. Oh dear. Would a flint and steel even help in this situation? The good news is I know what I could do, which should, in theory, prevent this from happening again. However, you're held on by a pixel. Get in the pit. It has been working. Let's go. I wasn't expecting much. In fact, I wasn't expecting it to work. Yay, they've done a thing. I do have to somehow get some in there as well. The question is, do I want to grab them from the source or try to get a couple from in there? I don't think either will be easy. If only there was a village closer. The point is, it's working enough to get me iron. And I haven't been around here. I've been over there. I've been at my base. Just a little bit. While I've been texturing terrain and everything. So, good news. It works and I don't even have to be in the AFK box. That is really good news. Farms are more efficient if they're just working within your renders. I just hope it's far enough so that if I do put villagers in my base for like a trading hall, they don't interfere. Because there has to be a certain distance, but I can't remember what the distance is. It's 100 and something blocks. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, I can always extend my base that away. Or just put it down in the ground. You know, either or will work. But we're gonna try and fix my farm. Okay, I'm back, and I come bearing, well, flint and steel, and some building blocks. I don't know how easy this is gonna be without breaking this, and I don't want to break that. I think it would have worked if I had like full blocks along the edge. Don't think I've brought enough walls for this to work. You know, this is the first time I've slept in this bed, and huh. Yeah, this is a great house, trust. I'm definitely not digging up the landscape around here just because I don't want to travel back to my base to grab stone bricks or anything. Definitely not what you want about. Might have to just give in and flint and steel this guy. There you go. Hi. It wasn't me, trust. Fine. I don't even have a flint and steel. What are you on about? No, it's fine. It lived. Oh. Ow. It's too strong. Oh. I just died. Hopefully another one won't spawn until I've finished. I think I'm gonna have that as a fence gate instead of a wall. A fence gate to stop the water flowing. That's what we need it for. And that should mean if they catch on to the corner, they'll just fly. There we go. Foolproof plan. Nothing could go wrong. You know, I've built both of those, but I feel like unless I need lots of iron for a massive project, that one's probably honestly gonna stay empty. I know, I went to the effort of building it. However, clearly 90% of the time this farm is running, and I do not need that much. Currently, at this minute, I do not need that much iron. I've already gotten 25, so I'll be fine. If I need more, I'll fill it in. But for now, I am just gonna leave it. We have other things I want to do. You know? For example, my terrain. We all want to do that, trust. I think my concern should be trying to put these animals somewhere. Somewhere other than just like 2x2 hole. Although the trees have, I think the trees have spoken. They've grown. The trees have grown. There are so many trees. I think what I need is a copper golem instead of sorting this stuff out manually. Oh, where would one put a copper golem chest if one had a copper golem? I'm looking right here at this barrel. What if that barrel was a copper chest? What if I had a copper golem? Where did I... Hang on a minute, where did I get these pumpkins from? I only have one pumpkin, and I don't have a pumpkin farm, but I have pumpkin seeds. So, I don't know. I might plant. Planty plant. I'm gonna use this. No idea where I got these seeds from. Maybe the village. I'm just gonna plant one there. Forget about the wheat. Oh. Oh. Why have you done this? This is big tree number 2. You know what I'm thinking? If we let that one stay, it would be rude to have favoritism. And, you know, from this angle, that tree's not too bad. I'm gonna be honest, I've tried building custom trees, and it hasn't gone too well. They just look a little bit wrong. So if I can have, you know, naturally generated big oak trees that I can live with, I'll take it. It's not in too bad of a spot as well. Could have been better, could have been worse. So I'm going to chop down the rest of the trees. Just not that one. Not right now. I totally love chopping trees, because for the next 10 minutes I have leaves plaguing my vision. Fun. Not all of them grew. So I have a couple of stragglers. I have realised my food chest is a barrel. And one thing that copper golems don't do is they don't sort barrels. They don't put things into barrels. Which means these may need to be changed if I want copper golems to sort into them. I think I'm gonna upgrade my leggings. There we go. That looks much better being full iron than just having copper trousers. I'm not too fussed about my tools right now, because these tools need to break before I can upgrade them. Because otherwise I'm just going to have stone tools everywhere. And I also have a set of stone tools over there. To make that official, to make it official that this tree is in fact staying. Does it have bad angles? I need to properly look at all the angles. I think it's fine. I mean, this angle on my house isn't the best, but a cliff face will kind of be here, so you won't see it. There's no point having windows on a house that's facing a cliff. Anyway, I need chains and lantern to make that official. And I have the iron for it now. Don't know if Fat 5 might be a little bit overkill. Now, which branch? That's too close to the cliff. That feels a little too close to my house, but I think it's the best bet. Yeah, that's a little low. There you go, I think that'll do.
Yeah.
Gotta have a lantern hanging from the big trees, otherwise you get shadows, and we can't have that. I have more spruce wood than I have oak. Yeah, I have way more spruce than I have oak. So I'm gonna plant these, and I'm gonna put them as if there's gonna be a big tree, just in case. I'd rather have to break a small tree in a spot that looks good than have to leave a big tree in a spot that doesn't look good. I mean, obviously I could break the tree. I totally love
Crazy
chopping
thought.
trees.
I break the tree.
For the next 5 minutes,
The terrain over here
5 or so minutes,
is really messy. I'm gonna have
for
to
the
put
next
in
10
a lot
minutes,
of
I
work
have
to make
leaves
that a bit
taking my
better.
vision.
But I'm just gonna
Fun.
pretend that doesn't exist.
They'll decay.
Basically,
They'll
is my
decay,
solution
but they
right
always
now.
decay slower
Until
when
I'm
I want them.
100% happy with this lot.
Not all of
Sort
them
of
grew.
the line is here.
So I have a couple of stragglers.
So,
But I do have a
looking
decent
at my
amount of
terrain,
wood.
everything right of that island. So, yeah, this side. Right up until the top of the cliff, which is
Is
the
the
main reason.
the
The sort
don't
of
chop down
plateau
trees
at
for
the
the fun of
top.
it.
I assume it's a plateau. I think it's a plateau. It's a small sort of plateau.
Yeah, you can't see that, so it is just the tippy top of the cliff.
That
There you
is
go.
what I want to have
What I
textured
will do while I'm in here.
and looking beautiful. If I complete that,
Yeah,
well,
keep closing the door
then I
behind me.
can move on. But I'm gonna try and contain
Forgot I did
myself.
that.
Because otherwise I'll start working on
I
that,
did
and
the
this won't
door,
be finished, and then it'll
so
all
that
be kind of
half
that is in
okay.
its open position.
And I won't be
that
that
is in its
happy with
closed
it.
position.
As for going
So
down
zombies
side,
don't try to break my
really
door
know.
because
I
they
mean, I
think
can't
it's
see
already
past
open
here.
without walking around.
Which
So I might just ignore that for now.
doesn't work for pressure plates.
But this front piece of terrain needs a bit of work.
Let's texture some terrain. So sticking to closing my door. So
First, I love the rain.
what do we think of my terrain? It's not quite as green as the other parts. So like that's much more green. Even that's a little bit
I've
more green.
realised, looking at this,
This is.
from the wall of my house,
But it
I
kind of
have
makes
2
sense because
blocks.
there's less of a ledge
shelter.
and it's sort of not.
So I have the framing and I make the roof go
The
out.
bottom isn't a grassy ledge
So I think
either.
all the way
It's
around, I
rock
have
and
2
water.
blocks,
This bit's a little
of
bit
shelter
green,
from
where
the
there's
rain,
this sort of moss
which
bit.
isn't a lot.
I think it works.
But
I think it's on the same level as good
It
as
is,
the rest
'cause
of it.
it is noticeable because I was here.
Take that how you please.
See
But
the
from
rain.
this angle,
And then there was no rain.
if we ignore how
Well, I'm under
that
the rain,
bit
but I can't see
looks.
the rain.
this little bit, and
That's,
obviously
the future me
back,
problem.
the backdrop.
As long as I don't put anything. I have
We're
realised
getting there. From this one particular
Actually.
angle, the cliff is looking much
My
more cliffy.
food. My food chest is a barrel.
I think it works.
And
the cobblestone
one thing that
is
copper golems don't
quite-
do is they don't
quite
sort
textured.
barrels.
I think it's just because I'm
They
used
don't
to
put
seeing
things into barrels.
that, where the
Which
grass is
means
very smooth. And
These,
even the stone is quite smooth, whereas the
may
cobblestone
need to be
is a
changed.
little bit more textured.
But
I
if I want
think-
copper
I
golems
think-
to
I think
sort into them.
I think it works. Just that bit needs a bit of work. Shall we check out my iron
a thought.
profits while I was working hard on the terrain.
Yeah.
I mean,
Originally, I didn't think
I won't be
that,
doing
so I
this
was
every
like,
single time we do
Copper
something.
golem,
I just think it'll be interesting to see.
Do I
'cause
have
spent
copper to spare?
I spent about
I mean,
an hour working on that bit of
I
terrain.
have quite a lot. I'm not going to build with
Not
it, I
bad.
don't think.
On account of I
think I'm just
wasn't
gonna use it
sure
for
if
my
it was
tools
going to
and armor.
work, and I
Although-
also have only done
I was thinking
one
copper for tools and
little
armor,
section.
but I have realised I have iron farm.
so I think
I have iron farm, so tools and
I
armor
don't think
can
I'm
be
gonna
iron,
need to do that other section,
and will probably be
given
better
it's
being
constantly in
iron. I don't know what
range
time of day it is. I don't know
from
if
my
I can
base.
sleep. I need a
What I
clock.
didn't do is
Oh,
I didn't do this
I'll
section
make clock.
because you couldn't see it from that
Do I
angle
have
where I knew I was going to stand, and you also couldn't.
No.
I knew you wouldn't be able to see it in the time lapse.
No. How
Because to get an angle where I
Hang on a
see
minute,
most of
how
the
have
front
I
cliff,
got
I wouldn't see this little bit.
16 blocks of redstone.
I will do it.
But
do it.
only 2 gold.
But I'll do it when you can see it. I also started
I
on
haven't even
bringing some
used-
of the moss up,
I haven't used
and
gold
then I
or
was like,
anything.
well, can't see it very well. So
bedtime
it's
anyway.
a future me problem. It's always future me problem. Luckily, none of the oak trees I planted turned into big trees. If I don't have a wheat field there in the
Think
future,
I'm
I
gonna
might
upgrade.
make it into a beach,
Upgrade my leggings.
opposed to being grassy like the rest of it.
There we
I say grass,
go.
this is moss, but that's besides the point. It's supposed
That
to
looks
look
much better
like
being
grass,
full iron,
kind of.
Just
I made
having
myself a little copper golem.
it's AI
It doesn't like the
trousers.
trapdoors. I've run into the food in a barrel problem. Why didn't I think to fix that before spawning in the copper golem?
I'm
I
not too
have
fussed about my tools right
no
now.
idea, and I
'cause
don't
these
think
tools
I'll
need
ever
to
know.
break.
I think having this
I can
little
upgrade 'em.
supporting thing
Because
in dark oak
otherwise I'm
would
just
be
gonna have
better.
stone tools everywhere.
I also have a
However,
set of stone tools over there. I don't have
Um,
dark oak. I don't have it. I don't know where it is either. Don't put that in there. It's a food chest. I have no idea, to be honest. Absolutely. I'm at a loss. Give me that. I need a new iron
Complete
pickaxe. Complete and utter
has
41
no idea.
durability. So it's got 20.
You can smelt your iron and
I
copper
also
tools.
don't know if it will pathfind
Even
up
when
here.
they're at
I mean,
one
it can walk onto here
durability, you still
and
end up
get up, but I don't know
with
if it will.
a copper.
I don't know
or
if it
an
has
iron
that many
nugget.
brain cells.
That's why that's in there. That's to smelt.
Try that.
Although
Hang
really
on,
not
if it opens
that much.
There we go.
Is it worth it?
So this
I
is
don't know.
food, raw or cooked. And
Oh, to make that official,
this is coal plus things
make
to
it
smelt
official that this
that
tree
aren't food.
is in fact
Such as
staying.
tools.
Does it have bad
I
angles?
think I might go
look at all the angles.
exploring. You see, I want dark oak,
I think it's fine.
but I have no idea
I mean,
where dark oak
this
is.
angle on my house isn't the
And
best,
basically on this
but
world,
a cliff
I've gone
face will kind
north
of be here.
and a
So
tiny
you
bit west
won't
because that's
see
kind
it.
of where I
There's
spawned.
no point having windows
Lots of spruce
on
lots
a
of plains,
house
lots of hills.
that's facing a
No,
cliff.
anyway, no dark oak.
I need
So,
chains
I could go that way
and lantern to
and
make that official.
it
And I have the
basically
iron
looks
for it
like
now.
more plains, but it could be something else once you get there. Or I could go over the hill. The options are endless. Well, not really. Why do I not have any spare beds? What is going on? Perfect. I now have a bed. Don't think I'll need
And that'll
much
do.
else. I'll get some more torches. I think that's it. Now all I have to do is decide where to go. East or south? East or south? Do I have a coin? Not to hand. Just gonna sort of spin.
Don't know if
East,
5
I
might be a
guess.
little
East we
little
go.
bit overkill.
Problem with going
Oh,
east is
it's gonna take a while to That's
go
too close
places
to the
I haven't
cliff.
seen before.
That
Because basically up to that
feels
pond,
a little too
I can
close
see
to
it
my
from my
house.
home. Whereas if I went south,
But I
as soon as
think
you
it's
get
the
over the
best
hill,
bet.
you see things new. Despite it being in your render
Yeah,
distance,
that's a little low.
you just can't see it. Yeah, I am trying to go directly east, but the terrain makes it
I think
difficult.
that'll
Why
do.
didn't I bring a boat?
Yeah. Gotta have a lantern
don't I
hanging from the big trees. Otherwise you
There
get
you go.
shadows. And we can't have that. What we can have is that tree. That tree needs chopping.
I see spruce,
Oak,
and birch.
to me, using up the last
Nothing
of the
new.
durability on these.
And I can still see. I can see my
Is,
tree with the chain.
probably the
It
best
gets
idea.
cold. There's ice right there. That's
Got
crazy.
3 on hit, so I can.
If I wanted ice
2
before
points.
going on this mission,
So that's
I would have
1
just
durability.
gone north.
So
And
that's
there's
the
literally
maximum I
ice
can
right
get
there.
out of that. Because if I
However,
break one more thing, it will break.
Ice is not what I want.
Lots
This
of
has got
spruce.
20, so
That
this
looks
is
like
this is
a
fine
for now.
mega tiger of some sort. More birch and oak. This is fine.
Any others?
How far do I go before I turn back?
There's one
Last
there.
time I hit something that I wanted,
Sun.
and then I turned back.
Yeah,
The sun is going down.
I think we've.
There's just so much beach.
I think I have more spruce wood than
Why
I
is there
have
so
oak.
much beach?
Yeah, I have way more spruce than I have oak. So where is?
I might turn back in the morning.
Why have I got such low
I'm
numbers
gonna
of oak
go home.
I'm gonna
Going
the
home.
part
I've had
is,
enough.
And I put them
It's not very
as if
interesting out
there's
here.
gonna be a big tree,
East.
just in
boring.
case.
All we have is Highland cows, but I am not
Because if
tracking
they
them back.
do, I'd rather it be in
Oh.
a spot that
You know,
looks good.
I was sort of going slightly more south.
I'd rather have to break a small
And,
tree in a
um,
spot that looks good than have to leave
So I
a
was
big
sort of
tree
looking
in a
around
spot that
the
doesn't
coarse
look good.
dirt patch.
I
to
mean,
see if
obviously,
there
I
were trail
could break
ruins.
the tree.
And on
Crazy
the way there,
thought.
I sort of went more
I
that
break
way.
the
So I was
tree.
like, well, if I sort of
But
do a slight loop,
I don't
I
know.
might see more.
It's lots of effort. I don't know if it's worth
I've
it.
seen more. I have seen dark oak. Thank you very much. A world generation.
I think the spot isn't the best, but we'll
Yeah,
put
the
one here
grass colour in
anyway.
dark oak is interesting.
And I
Dark
think
oak. Now I need
the
to just get
last-
4 saplings.
good spot.
Have a stick.
Up
Not what I
here.
want. I don't have time to
Right.
just stand here.
Do there.
1. Good start. But I need 4.
And the terrain over here is really messy.
Did I miss any?
I'm gonna have to put
No,
in
I
a
don't
lot
think
of
so.
work to make that a bit better. But I'm just gonna pretend that doesn't exist.
Oh,
Basically, is my solution right now.
that's not.
Until I'm
Good.
100%
I
happy
guess
with
there's
this
a
lot.
lava pool near there.
Sort of the line is here,
I don't like how that mountain looks like it has eyes.
so
It's really creepy.
looking at my terrain, everything right
Yeah,
of
I
that
think there's a
island,
lava pool.
so
I'm sure it'll be
yeah,
fine.
this side.
Come
Up,
on.
right up until the top of the cliff,
Oh, there's another one.
because the
So
very
what would that be?
the sort of plateau at the top.
2, yeah.
I assume it's a plateau. I think it's a plateau. It's a small sort of plateau.
3.
Yeah, you can't see that, so it is
It'd
just
be
the
nice to
tippy
get
top of the cliff.
more than 4. Just in case when I grow one at home.
That is
It
what I
doesn't drop
want to
four.
have
Oh, come
textured
on.
and
Yeah,
looking
4.
beautiful.
There we go.
Eh. If I complete
Should
that,
we call
well,
it quits?
then I can move on. But I'm
Fine,
going to
just one
try and contain myself.
Just
Because otherwise I'll
one.
start
Yeah,
working on that
fine.
and this
There we
won't
go.
be finished and then it will
Now,
be kind of
let's have a
half
look
okay. And I won't be that
at
happy with it.
The fire. Yeah, just I thought lava
Control.
pool.
As for
Luckily,
going
I don't think it's
down
going to burn the
side,
entire forest.
I don't really know. I mean, I
think
can't
I've
see
gone too
past
far
here
south.
without walking around.
I think I've gone too far south because
so
I think that's the
I
back
might
of
just ignore that for now.
the back of the hill, or
But
one
this
of the
front
hills.
piece of terrain
This is
needs
definitely new
bit of
territory.
work. So
I
might
think I might
do
I
that.
don't want to climb the hill, but I might have to.
So, other talky bits I can do.
Oh wait. I don't think I can't follow the river. Because I don't have a boat. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Why are you
Terrain.
fun? Why are the new
I
bunnies?
don't mind it
Oh.
too much.
It's just why? Why you?
It takes a lot of
Why are
brain
you so
power for
fluffy?
me.
Yeah, this is sort of a plateau. I would say a plateau, but it's not very flat. But
To be
I
fair,
can
once
make it
the
flat.
shape's good, I
Oh.
can sort of then put texture onto it and it's a bit easier.
There's the
Sort of do it in
oh, there's
stages.
vines on
So
it.
it sticks out.
I
don't
want
like that.
vines, but I don't want to see them. Oh wow, it's a lot more flat back there.
Is it texturing terrain? I keep talking
I
about
don't.
texturing
I've come up here
terrain,
like once or
but
twice.
really it's shaping.
and that was to collect animals.
shaping. I'm not used to
I'm not
this
gonna
view.
texture that bit right away.
Mission successful.
A lovely journey specifically for one dark oak slab and one dark oak trapdoor.
That's better.
That way it doesn't look like it's part of the wall.
I also kind of wanted dark oak because I think some of the roof could do with it, like this bit here. Having that bit, perhaps in dark oak might be nice. I was gonna frame the roof in it, but I think the roof's actually fine how it is. I'd like to move the cows because my next piece of terrain I want to work on is sort of here, and the cows are in the way. But I don't know where to put the cows. I was looking sort of here, but it doesn't feel right. The terrain needs general work because I think this area you can make this much flatter. So I think it would be nice to have animals around here rather than over there. There's no large flat area that I've finished that I can put animals on. The only I've been looking around, and the only large flat bit that I've fully terrained, so that basically puts this entire piece off limits, is right next to my house, this little bit. So I'm gonna put my cows in a pen here, work on the piece of terrain that they're currently obstructing. I may have to move those. Animals are difficult. There we go. That is the perfect spot for cows. It's not as small as I thought it was going to be. It'll be fine.
They're currently in a 2x2x2
This
hole, so
is my last
anything is
shovel.
better,
Well,
realistically.
But whenever I'm doing terrain, I always get through at least 2 shovels. Although actually, this is mostly stone, so I might have to grab another pickaxe. But let's texture some terrain. Yeah, exciting. Exciting
As
stuff
for
this
the
is. Rest of the cows that didn't survive the process.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, why are you in there?
Why?
Why? I don't even have sweeping edge on this. I have no enchantments. Hello. Thank you. I think the chickens can go in there. That way you can throw their eggs against the wall. Why are you... I'm sorry, what? Hello? How and why? My crops! My potatoes! Oh, my potatoes are going through the walls.
Why do you look like that? Anyway, chickens. I'm hoping I get chickens from the eggs. That would be easier. That would be much more fun than trying to take the chickens sort of around this edge. I got a single chick, which may have accidentally hit it with another egg. Hey! Lost egg. Look at them. They're just cubes. They remind me of the fluffy dice that people have in their cars, except they're cuter. Whoops. Who knows how that happened? They calm down quite quickly. Whoopsie. It was an accident. Now grow up. Grow up. I get to look out my window at the throwable chickens. Well, chicks. There we go. And I got 3 of them. They're like dice. Ah, I like dice. Yes, I figured out why I like them. They look throwable and they look like dice. Now that I've spent the time moving my animals, now I get to texture this piece of terrain. Fun. So this is all I have time for episode 5. It's been a bit of a longer episode this episode, because I've just had more things to get done. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!